two, down to one. It's Deans. Yes!
This ball is crushed.
MC Cannibal, rap Hannibal. Here to change the game, mainframe, all y'all programmable. Coaching on tracks, balling like a paper like Phil. I'm on being so real, my rhymes convicting hell.
One. Welcome to the Faithful Fan Show. I'm your host, Tony Cook. Joined today by Big Juan from the Big Apple. What's up, dog?
And welcome to the East Coast.
Yeah, man. Long time no talk to. But we had to get on the line, bro. How you been?
Good. How are you doing?
You been good? I'm good. I'm good, you know. I'm wearing my Jets green because I just heard the news. Geno
Right.
Smith is reuniting with the Jets. Dun, 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 dun.
Kind of saw that coming. That was in the
Oh yeah.
yeah. I mean, it's not a whole lot of not a whole lot of options out there for the Jets. So
Because if I'm not wrong, wasn't it wait, who'd y'all just have this past season? Was it Fields and then y'all switched to Taylor halfway through the
Yeah.
season? Is that what it was?
Taylor was the backup. Fields got hurt. Then Taylor didn't relinquish the job. And then at the end of the season, I forget the kid's name, but they had some rookie.
Another rookie out there.
Yeah. No, there's somebody out there who played the last like 2 or 3 games or something like that.
Well, I mean, so needless to say, Geno Smith, we'll get right to it. Geno Smith is an upgrade. Right. Juan, how do you feel about the signing? I feel like that's an upgrade. I don't know.
I mean, on paper, it looks okay, but it's just obviously, we're still looking at like when are the Jets going to get that guy,
Yeah.
So either they get that number, either it's a quarterback class when they have a high draft pick and it doesn't work out, or they have to sign somebody that's not really going to even take them to the playoffs. So I don't know that Geno Smith is going to take them to the playoffs, and so it's just kind of the same old story. But I get it. Like what else are you going to do? You're not gonna with what's available out there. Geno Smith seemed to be like the natural choice. I mean, you could argue Kirk Cousins or
There was
Kyler
Kirk.
Murray.
Yep, I was going to say Kyler Murray. That's who I was thinking might be an exciting, but maybe you guys just did that because Justin Fields is maybe a more explosive.
Kyler Murray has a little more success than
Yeah.
Justin Fields, right?
Proven
But-
success, yes, for sure.
Right, but the problem with also Kyler Murray is he still comes in with the height, and then now the injury history. So
Yeah.
Geno Smith has been a little more durable. He doesn't get out the pocket as much, so he gets rid of the ball quick, or he generally makes better decisions that keep him alive. So
Okay. So we're excited about that.
and Kirk Cousins is probably going to be too expensive, right? Like Geno Smith is probably the financial
Well, we'll
financial
see.
thing.
Because Kirk performed okay, but I feel like Kirk is on the decline too. He's looking at maybe a
Yeah, but
backup role pretty soon. dude.
He's well, that's where he's been. So he's 38, and he's still had the Achilles a couple years ago, which
That's
always-
part.
always takes you down a notch. You don't. I mean, a few guys seem to come back 100% from that.
Aaron Rodgers, man.
That's to be that can be debated based on
That could be debated.
on his Steelers performance. He had some nice performances, but
He did I.
in the overall thing, like it's not like it could be the age, it could be the Achilles,
Yeah.
whatever.
But you know what? I wasn't really I wasn't rooting for him like after he left the Jets. Like I was rooting for him with the Jets, but I was happy to see. I don't want him to go out like that. I didn't want him to go out with the Achilles injury and that that'd be the end of his career. So I'm happy he had a semi bounce back year. I mean, they didn't go to the playoffs or anything, did they? No, they didn't. But at least he got to play. He didn't.
But he was there. They were there. Like
They were right there fighting.
they were right there. So
With a few less drops from DK Metcalf, they might have made the playoffs. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
yeah, basically,
Yeah.
a couple things here, couple bounces here, couple bounces there. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, I can't be excited about Jets. I mean,
back to the
Geno,
Jets.
but it's fine. Like it's what else you're gonna do. I think it's the sensible move. They got a pretty long laundry list of moves they're making, so they're trying, they're doing stuff. So we'll see what they put together.
anything notable? Free agency just started 2 days ago. I'll have you guys know, fans.
Yeah.
It started like 2 days ago. I know Brees Hall is a free agent. Are you guys? But I'm hearing
No, they
he's
put the
going
franchise
elsewhere.
tag on him.
Oh, y'all tagged him. Okay, that's a
He's
good
tagged.
move.
He's tagged, so they're gonna still work on, a deal. But so that's probably it. I mean, they got some other like decent old guys like the Mario Davis.
Mhm.
They got Minka Fitzpatrick from the Dolphins, which
That's
are
right.
probably the
Oh,
bigger
you know
names.
what? You know what? You guys are making a little noise because
That's what
Mika's
I'm saying.
long in
They're
the
they're
tooth.
making moves, but we're kind of in the same boat as always. Like
Yeah.
this good mix of players, but no wins. So I mean, we'll see what happens on the field. Well, Geno Smith may be excited to come back to New York,
Yep. Yep.
finish out his career there. We'll see.
Now the Cowboys, like we obviously. So, let me just ask you, free agency's not over yet, but a good bulk of the things happen first week, first couple days, right? You know what I mean? A good bulk
Right.
of the things
Yeah, it's
are
like
laid
this.
in place the first week. So, if you had to give your team a grade in free agency so far, what would it be? Are you pleased? Is it a passing grade one?
Yeah. I think no. Listen, like, for what they're working with, I'd give it a B, maybe even a B minus.
Okay, that's
But I think like again, it's respectable. I mean, they're clearly though it's another bridge year or rebuilding year. Um, I don't think there's going to be any splashes in year three. I mean, no matter what you do, you need that quarterback. So that's the biggest thing
yeah. So you don't see Geno. Geno's kind of a bridge move. You're seeing
for
Geno as a
sure. He's not gonna.
we
He's not gonna.
hey, but we make with what's my boy that just won the Super Bowl? Uh
Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold had a resurge. He went to where Geno was just
Sam
at.
Darnold. Sam Darnold is considerably younger than
Right,
Geno
right.
and
Geno
has a
kind of is
much
what he is at this
and has
point.
a much stronger arm than Geno. Um, and he
I
can
mean,
get out the
Geno, yeah, he's
pocket
been in the league for
still.
a decade. Geno's been in the
You
league for a
know,
decade. So yeah, you're right. You're
yeah.
right. I don't know
So
if
it's all those things. I mean, look, I'm impressed with Geno that he's kind of rebuilt his
yeah.
right because you thought dude was done like many years, several years ago, and then he kind of had his
He had a couple backup roles,
resurgence. So
and then he was part of people. Of course, he's not going to get any credit for winning a Super Bowl with Seattle. But last year, before Sam Darnold came, they were making a little noise, and you know what I mean. I think he was the bridge piece. He was like you
right,
know
he
what I mean.
was
He was literally the bridge piece.
right.
He's so maybe, hey, y'all get Geno this year. Maybe that bridges you guys to a Super Bowl. This could be great.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, right? Like, who are they going to sign though? Like, who are the quarterbacks that are looking for to go play in New York that are already playing in the league?
That's true. That's true.
That's the biggest. That's the big. They got a draft, and I mean, Carlos Mendoza, is that his name? Yeah,
Yep,
he
going to the Raiders.
he looks all right. I mean, he looks okay. Honestly, I'm not terribly impressed with him, um, but he plays like a winner. That's for sure. Like,
What
he's
From what I could see, he looks like he's on time. He throws a good answer. He looks like, honestly, we were talking about him. Kind of looks like a Kirk Cousins type player. Everything's on time. He's sitting in the pocket. He throws darts. Pretty
yeah.
accurate. Like,
Yeah, but he's gonna have to. I think he's got to develop more
yeah,
to be a starter in the NFL. But yeah, I
we'll
mean,
see
who
what the Raiders
knows?
do. We'll see what the Raiders do with
Yeah,
that. We've talked Jets. We Brees Hall got tagged, which is awesome. I didn't think that was going to happen for you guys, honestly. I
he's
didn't think
he's
that was
gonna
going to happen
make 14.293 million.
for the running back too.
It's
Ah,
good.
that's a good number, but he's a good player. He
He is.
honestly last year he was the highlight of he was like one of the highlights of your guys' season
Well,
as far as
yeah, they don't
players.
on offense. They don't have much.
That's what
So
I'm saying. So retain him, get Geno in there to throw the rock around. You got a running back. Offense, they're just trying to,
yeah. I
but
mean,
let's get over to the Cowboys.
let's go
It's not much going on.
Cowboys.
And I'll throw the grade out there before I even tell because the moves aren't really sexy. We got a new defensive coordinator that's trying to switch our whole defensive scheme to a
Scheme.
3-4. So we got a lot to work on. I'm not even the defense was very trash last year. So it doesn't
That's
really
an
matter. I think
understatement.
we can't get worse. We can't get worse. So switching it up is cool, whatever, dog. But free agency has been a lot of like, oh, get this type of player. I feel like the new defensive coordinator, young cat, from the Eagles over there. He played, yeah, I think it was a defensive back coach. He's got elevated to DC over at Dallas. So we made a trade for a guy, Rashawn Gary. These players are not very notable. So like,
Right.
but he's a scheme fit. You know what I mean? We traded for a scheme fit type defensive end, a bigger guy that plays the run. We're no longer looking for the guy that screams off the edge like Micah. We're looking for guys on the end that are big dudes. We got Quinnen Williams in the middle, your boy. Oh, he might play an edge. You never know what Quinnen does. Quinnen's a dog. Like they could put him
They'll probably keep him in the middle.
they'll probably throw him right there in the middle, stop the run. But you could see we got a couple safeties. We got one from Denver and we got another one from the Cardinals. They're both, and our safety play was terrible last year. So you can see and then we got two draft picks.
Trying to fix.
Yeah, and we're doing all this stuff, and I think all it is, the big plays are going to be in the draft because we got a 12, we got to pick at 12, and we got to pick at 20. That's good for the Cowboys. Cowboys usually don't pick that high up in the draft, but 12 is nice. So we're just covering our bases so we can draft the best defensive players that come to us, I think. I think we're just signing a bunch of, you know what I mean, making it so that we don't have to draft for need. We could just draft.
What are they going to do with George Pickens?
We tagged him, and you know what? We might play with him on the tag. I was thinking that we was going to try to sign him and just have the offense just crazy pay the offense, and then go crazy in the draft, all defense, and just live with it. Like, because Pickens, there's no way around it. We got two receivers that are like on top 5 almost. Like Pickens showed his worth. He might be better than CeeDee Lamb. Like from what I saw last year with a good quarterback throwing to him, he's ridiculous. In the clutch too. I liked him more than Lamb last year. So Juan, what do you think the Cowboys so far? I'm giving them a B in free agency, but like, do you think that we should sign Pickens long term? Because you asked the questions about Pickens.
Well, the problem with Pickens, like, yeah, he is all that. I think he is as good as advertised, so to speak. But the problem, is that head case of wide receiver prima donna thing. I mean, and I wouldn't say he's prima donna, but he's definitely not he's not a hard hat guy.
Yep. He's not a leader. He's not a leader. Juan.
He's like pay me guy, or throw me the damn ball guy.
So we're gonna have two guys like that.
And you
Because
got
CeeDee
two
Lamb is a
guys like
crybaby
that.
too. CeeDee Lamb throws fits
Yeah,
too.
no, they
So it's
both
gonna
are.
be interesting. It's gonna be interesting.
I don't know, dude. It's gonna be look. Good luck to Dak Prescott. Because there's only so many balls you could throw around, and then
That's true.
you can't be one dimensional, right? You got to have a running game, and you resign Javonte
We
Williams.
re-signed Javonte. I feel like the offense, we're gonna scream next year. It's just all about him playing on the tag may be a burnt year. He might be an asshole on the
He
tag.
might be. That's the thing. But
So it's like we got to pay him long term. That's what I think. Or else
No, yeah.
why
If you're
just
gonna
let
keep
go?
him,
Don't
you
even pay him.
gotta play him long term. But the problem with that is that he might still be a pain if he doesn't get the ball
True.
as much as he thinks he should. And then, but yeah, if on the tag, there's a higher probability he's gonna be a pain in the butt.
So that's what I'm saying, Juan. It's top dollar for 1 year. Everything goes to shit while we're trying to build our culture. We need him locked in. Like, just sign him for 3 years. Well, we have to when it gets ugly. We could trade. I would never trade CD. That's terrible to say, but you could move one of them. Because they're both. It's crazy to pay both of them.
Right,
wide
top
receiver one money.
5 receiver money.
We're gonna struggle.
And they're gonna look. That's what he's gonna ask for, right? He's not gonna ask for.
There's no way around it. But that's where we're at.
Right.
And we were telling them all year. Jerry's telling everyone all year. Oh, we got 2 wide receiver ones. He's using that in the negotiation now, Jerry.
Yeah.
Like, we're in a tough spot.
Yeah, it's definitely a tough spot. I don't know. Like I said, good luck, Dak Prescott, because that's gonna be a headache for him. But
Quiet as kept on having Pickens. He had a ball out year. Like they help. If they all can get along,
I get
let's
it.
go.
So, do you think they'll make the playoffs if the defense improves by 50%?
Shit, I think that's a lot to ask for. I think we might.
So that's what I'm saying.
We
So
were
now
like
you're gonna pay. So
we
it's
were
tough
bottom
to go. So it's tough to go get the bag for Pickens and think, well, we may not make the playoffs.
Yeah, I know. That's the part.
Right?
We really
So
got to hit on our draft picks. It really a lot because it's real. Our division is interesting because the Eagles are kind of falling off a little bit. Washington's kind of had a weird year.
a
It's
little
it's
bit, but you got to think the Eagles are going to be right there, dude.
they're always right there. I mean, they got a solid team, and they're retaining like half their players. They lost a good chunk, but what we need if we have Pickens, we have an offense. Like with Pickens, CD, Javante, Dak, we have a great offense. It's just that defense can't be bottom third of the league. We got to just creep into that middle third, and then we're a playoff team. That's me.
But
That's how I
but
feel.
but even with that offense, like even I remember last time we talked, I thought the Cowboys were a playoff team because I thought, how are they not going to score 30 points a game?
Dude,
How are they not? And they managed to not enough to
I'm
to
telling
get
you.
blown out of the playoffs.
So certain things start. CD got injured a little bit, and honestly, the way stuff started breaking, the team. It's the Cowboys, man. We
Look,
were in
man,
it till usually I was shocked because we were eliminated like two games left in the season. Usually it goes to the last game of the season. This
but
time they gave me a break and I got to be like, okay, we're
you
eliminated.
got to go fishing early.
Yeah, I got to go fishing earlier. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
but I think
I,
I honestly want I think we're a playoff team this year because I think another year with Schottenheimer calling the plays with Dak, Pickens got it. A lot lies on what happens with Pickens. A lot. If he's in a good mood, I think we ball out. Even if he's not in a good mood, he's the threat. He's going to be on the field. Cowboys are going to keep Pickens. I don't think he's going to not. I don't think he's going to sit like Le'Veon Bell. You know what I mean?
right, yeah.
So we're going to have him. I just like lock him in, man. Lock him in. But we are a playoff team to me. We're a playoff team to me. As long as we draft two defensive players in the first round, cornerback, edge. You know, like quarterback. We need someone for the back end and someone for the front end, like some premier top 100 players. Throw them into some starters. You know what I mean? If we could get some starters out of those first two picks, maybe the defense just gets a little bit better. Give me, like you said, we ain't getting 50% better.
Well, the thing,
Give me
they were so bad.
20%.
50% is like decent, you know?
That's very
'Cause they were
good.
like historically bad.
We were 51st in the league, and there's 32 teams. One,
Right.
like,
I know. That's what
you
I'm
know what I
saying.
mean? It's crazy. It's
So
crazy.
like if they move to the middle, like 17, 20 range.
That's what I'm saying. Middle third, not bottom third. We got to
Yeah.
be in that. We don't even got to be a good defense. Just teams can't be scoring 30 points. Like we can't have to score 30 to win.
Like bad teams cannot be scoring 30 like they were last year.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. We're gonna move off of football. I've talked enough about the Cowboys. Who cares?
Yeah, man.
We'll see what they do in this draft.
Let's start your crying early, damn it.
Yeah, no, it's not even football season. What the heck? But let's go straight to the NBA one because
Let's do it.
that's the season we're in right now. It's All-Star break is over. We haven't really talked much basketball, but let's get to it. The Knicks, quiet as kept. I want to say you guys are third in the East, fourth.
We are third in the East right now, yes.
Okay,
But
and this is
they are doing their darnest to play themselves out of that.
yeah. We just beat y'all.
Lakers and Clippers.
Oh, y'all just lost to the Clippers too. That was last night, huh? Kawhi
Last
went
night.
crazy. Kawhi went crazy.
That game started here at 10 p.m.
Yeah, that's rough. That's rough.
Brutal.
You're like you didn't watch the whole thing, right?
No, I watched like the first half. I had to go to sleep.
Got you.
Plus, the way they were playing, I figured they were gonna lose.
But what I have seen, I've seen Town starting to buy a little more into the system.
Well, I shouldn't say I don't have any issues with Towns. His biggest drawback is that look, I'm gonna be a coach right now, Tony.
You can let me
Tell
know.
you how
Uh-oh.
Towns can up his average, I would say 8 points a game, right?
Yeah.
If he just worked on keeping the center of gravity under his legs, right? Like
Being
he does
square.
he does way too much to get to the basket, like doing all this.
Yep.
And he loves to hook underneath people's arm. Like he's trying to do too much.
He's trying to get the foul, trying to evade the foul, trying
He's
to
not right. Like
do it all at the same time.
he's not the biggest 7-footer, like like mass,
Yeah.
but he is legitimately 7 foot with long arms. He doesn't need to do all that. Like when he posts up and he works on his baby hooks and all that, that's when he's most effective.
Yeah,
right
yeah.
inside. He hasn't been shooting the ball as well this year for whatever reason, but I think that secondary, he could really help if he just simplified his game and stopped falling every fucking time he takes a shot. For real. Like, that's got to take a
do you
toll.
think it's theatrical, or do you think he's just getting dogged out? Like, do you think he's trying to draw the foul and doing too much?
I think that's some of it, but
Or
legitimately,
just not playing with balance. Not playing with balance is what you're saying.
right. Legitimately, most of it is that he takes all these awkward shots because he's trying to create contract or he's trying to go around people when he could just like put the ball above his head
Oh
or
yeah.
use his body like a little more instead of trying to outmaneuver
Finesse.
people.
Yeah.
Instead of outmaneuvering people and they're just hitting them, because he does, honestly, I think he does not get the benefit of the whistle legitimately, even though I'm biased or whatever, but I think legitimately he's in a tough spot because
I think
he
it's because of
doesn't
his
get the
game, dude.
calls.
Like refs kind of play to your game, and if you're more like you said, he's more of a finesse. He doesn't play tough,
Right.
so
I
he
mean,
doesn't get the
but he
benefit of
does
the
though.
whistle.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like I definitely wouldn't question his toughness because
Okay.
he gets his rebounds and he tries. It's just that he he reacts too much. Well, again, when you're a top defensive player like I was, Tony, uh,
I only talk to dogs, so y'all know he ain't lying. Go ahead, Juan.
you're not trying to like when you're not the most athletic person, right? And I'm not saying he's not athletic because he is,
Yeah.
but he doesn't anticipate plays well. And in general, the Knicks defense doesn't. They're playing a lot better, yes, but I
Okay.
think they get caught up too much trying to jam the middle. Like here's the thing, right? Like what's in the NBA, the 3-point rules these days.
Yep.
Guys, NBA and there's got all these statistics where it's an argument for the 3-point shot is the best shot on the court nowadays, right? Because percentages, whatever.
Yeah.
So why? I've seen every Knicks game. I can't speak to all the other teams, but why do the Knicks focus 5 guys in the paint when one guy drives and leave 4 wide open
They don't
in the
want no
corner?
layups, dog.
The
They don't want
highest
no
percentage
layups.
shots. Like I don't get that.
So would you say this is something new, obviously, because Thibodeau he wasn't allowing. Is this a Mike thing?
No,
A Mike Brown thing?
I think it was a little. I
Or
think there was some of
personnel?
that like, under Thibodeau as well. I just, and there's a couple of guys that think they're smarter than not smarter. Like I think that they think they're faster than they are. Like I love Josh Hart, but he gets caught up. He's like number
He's
one culprit, getting caught trying to help.
trying to
And so what
help.
happens is that most of the time, then you're in no man's land. You're not
Yeah.
guarding the ball, and you're not helping. You're
His
just
strength turns
you're,
into his weakness because he
yeah,
has
you're trying to
awareness,
play
good
in the
foot
middle,
awareness, but
but by the time he reacts, like dude's either already gone by or the ball's already being shot from the 3, and he hasn't made, and he's only taking 1 step.
yeah.
Like you got to cheat more one way or the other because you're not fast enough to react.
Especially these days when the 3 is the shot they're trying to get. They're trying to get
Right.
that shot.
And
They're baiting that.
and the average shooter shoots more contested shots because they know there's a higher degree of probability they're going to get fouled with the whole,
Yeah.
not
Landing
shooting
space.
space and all that stuff. Like they're calling those fouls like at a record pace or whatever. So
Absolutely.
guys are more willing to take, contested threes and all that stuff. So anyway, so there's a couple things, but for speaking specifically of Cat, if he can just stop playing out of balance, like falling forward or backwards or whatever, just square up and use your height. Maybe shoot your J a little more because he is a good shooter. Just to do something to defense.
Yeah.
And defensively, he's gotta make decisions sooner, right? Like, and for God's sake, another thing that drives
Oh,
me
shit.
nuts.
It's a lot of Cat. So Cat is a
No,
lot.
not
right
just
now.
Cat, not just
Oh,
Cat.
this
is
isn't Cat.
everybody.
Okay.
This is everybody. I do not understand why you got to go for every fucking pump pick. Like if I pump fake right now and they're playing the game, somebody's trying to get me.
Yep.
You know,
They're trying to block
like
the
that's how
shot.
bad it is. Like, do not go, especially if you're a 7-footer,
Mitchell
or
Robinson.
or let's say like, yeah, Wimbayama, you're not gonna block his fucking shot.
Yeah.
Why are you jumping
Yeah.
on his pump fake?
Yeah.
Wimbayama
Exactly.
is shooting up here. You can't reach him. Why are you jumping? Stay down. Stay down. You know,
Let's go.
look at some film. Look at some tape. Whatever. Those are the things I notice as a basketball
As a
mind,
faithful fan, hey fans,
as a
he's fired
basketball
up.
mind.
He's fired up. He said, "Don't
So
fucking jump at every pump fake."
exactly. But hey,
Fired up.
but out of all those frustrations, look, it's been great the last couple of years watching the Knicks,
Yeah.
exciting, all that stuff. Like I'm all
Basketball's
for it.
back in the Garden.
I know I don't want to be all, Debbie Downer and super critical, because when it clicks, I think they're arguably the second best team in the league
Ooh.
when it clicks.
Ooh, Juan. Wait. Okay.
But
Wait.
there's just no consistency.
So let me ask you this one, because that's interesting. They've been having a solid year this year. They had a solid year last year. I think they were like 2-3 last year all
There
year.
were 2 last year.
Exactly. So after you got a great sample size of Mike Brown, do you like what's going on now going into the playoffs? Do you feel like
In
everyone's a little more
general, I
rested?
do. Look,
You
in
do?
general, I
Okay,
do.
that's what I couldn't wait to hear your opinion.
My biggest concern is how badly the Pistons have manhandled them.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so that's a problem. So, but I don't think it's I don't necessarily think that is indicative of a playoff series of what's going to happen. I don't necessarily think that. Obviously, it doesn't look good right now, but I think that if the Knicks put it together in a 7-game series, they have a chance against the Pistons.
Okay.
But it does. I mean, the Pistons have manhandled them.
But the Pistons are a team, like you said, in a 7-game series. If you're game planning to stop Cade, their only scorer, I think the Pistons are going to have a tough time. They look great. They have great defense too. But I feel like just their offense, it's a lot of just Cade. You know?
I get that, but for whatever reason, against the Knicks, every team that doesn't shoot threes, or every guy that shoots like 10%, somehow becomes a 40%, 50% 3-point shooter against the Knicks. So
Y'all
there's
helping too much. Josh Hart's helping too much, giving him too much space. No.
He just a lot of guys just get, I've already said all that. But anyway, but listen, I think that the way they're playing, like Mike Brown, the only thing that I had against Tom Thibodeau was how he just ran these guys into the ground.
Yeah.
Like that can't be an excuse this year, because plenty of guys stepping up.
Yeah.
You're kind of on you dug out some gold out of that lineup, Diawara. And
y'all got Shamet out there.
Shamet,
Clarkson.
Shamet legit.
I mean, Shamet plays more than Clarkson, but
right. But Clarkson hardly gets any ticks anymore.
Yeah.
But anyway, the bottom line is that I like all that. So I'm not like stressing like, oh, it's over. I still think that for basketball in 7-game series, there's always like a chance to figure it out and put it together and just do enough to get through.
Especially with a player like Brunson, a closer. Right. You have a closer.
Exactly.
Solidified closer.
They're not shiny like the Thunder or like the Celtics or the Pistons right now. And Tatum's back. Like that's crazy. I thought he should have just taken the whole year off.
But bro, that changes a lot of things about
it does. I mean,
it makes the East look very interesting.
It does. It makes it tough. But look, the Knicks handled the Celtics before. So
hey, tell me, Juan.
With Tatum.
Oh, we talking big shit. The Knicks is so Juan. What are the Knicks' chances? It's early still to come out of the East. If just looking into the playoffs right now, do you give them a good chance to come out of the East? I think
they have a good chance. Like I said, when they put it together
to go to the finals, we're talking.
They can get out of the East. I think so.
Okay.
When they put it together, they just gotta put it together. But like I said, there is a risk of not putting it together and looking like they have the last couple nights. Like, look, they beat Denver by 40.
Dude, that was crazy.
Where the starters didn't even play the fourth quarter, and then they lose by like 22 nights in a row. So, that's what that's the thing. They've become a The other issue they have is like I think they haven't landed on an identity,
Okay.
right? So like if the 3-point shot's great, everything flows for them, defense, everything. But if the 3-point doesn't shoot well, then they just completely fall apart, right?
Yeah.
Like that's where the Pistons got them, because the Pistons don't need to shoot the 3.
Yeah.
Their defense is their identity is defense.
Yeah, and they get points off their
and
fast
then
break.
Cade does whatever
Yeah.
he wants.
Yeah, Cade just does.
So
Yeah.
so they have that identity, so they don't have to shoot the 3. When they struggle everywhere else, they'll just lock people down. Like that's where they identity. The Knicks, even though they kind of do these things well, they kind of do that well, they kind of do this well, but there's no like core identity, so they can fall back on that when nothing else is working.
And there's other teams like that. There's teams that are up in the ante. Like it looked, the East looked kind of open, but with the Cavs making the trade to get Harden, they look better.
Yeah, the Cavs are coming up.
With Cleveland making, Tatum coming back, they look better. Like now the East and the Knicks are playing well. Now at the top, it looks very interesting in the East.
Yeah, I think the Knicks are looking at a 4th seed right now.
You think so? Okay.
But best case scenario is they move up to the number 2 seed, but I don't see that happening. More than likely, they'll come out, they'll finish a 3rd seed, but I think they're in danger of dropping to the 4th seed.
And I know you would rather be in the 3rd. Yeah, you would rather be in the 3rd, so you don't have to play Detroit. Absolutely. You ain't trying to play Detroit. I got you. So we're gonna move over one. We're gonna move over to the Lakers before we wrap up. I talk often about the Lakers and their problems, and but honestly, Lakers get a lot of heat, but they're not in the worst spot for how tough the West is, and we take for granted because Luka cries so much. Oh my gosh, like I've had to just block it out. It is what it is.
Yeah, they're
he is incredible.
For that 4th seed, so
he is incredible, Juan. Luka is
stupid.
Incredible.
He's stupid good. Like I don't even know how, because you look like you're watching a toddler, but
yeah. I'm like, what are the defenders doing? Can you block it? Like, how do you not block it? How does he get these shots off right in people's
And he passes too, which is
great passes. He's on like some LeBron shit with the passes. For real. Like he really can pass. He controls the whole game on offense.
Yeah, he does.
He's a whole package. He's a whole
everything. Yeah, he's very, very good.
And then honestly, watching him, he gets killed for defense, but his defensive awareness is pretty good. He just can't play man-to-man defense. Like he's pretty good at like steals and deflections and doing that kind of stuff.
He's done a lockdown by any chance.
No,
He's aware. He's gonna get a couple steals. He's gonna get a couple, here and there or whatever.
And Juan, I keep saying it. Watching Luka on a night-to-night basis is like Kobe's back, or like Iverson. When you used to watch Trace, like the players that just got it, and it's like, oh my God. Every other player is like, whoa. It's just like offense overload, highlight overload. I'm so happy.
Yeah, no, he's
even though we might even get bounced in the first round because the West is crazy. But like
if they have a chance of getting into that 3rd seed. So I mean, if they can do that,
I think Juan, there's a team that I want to see. I want to see I think if we play the Rockets, I think that's a team that we match up okay with. And I don't know if they can I don't know. They've been injured just like us, so their chemistry, they just have a lot of talent and a lot of young guys that can play some defense. They're very balanced. But I think if we have Luka and LeBron and Austin, it'll be a lot for them to handle with just Kevin Durant and a bunch of young guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I want to see them, and I think we can make it out the first. Anybody else, if we see Denver, good night. If we see and the way Timberwolves are playing, I feel like if we see the Timberwolves.
No, you know what though? I don't think Denver's as scary anymore. I think
they're not. Just
they're
for
not
the
as scary anymore.
I have just nightmares about Jokic. I don't like Jokic. I don't like seeing him in the playoffs. I
like seeing him, watching him play.
Oh yeah, but just not against my team.
Yeah. No,
he destroyed AD for like 4 years straight.
Yeah.
So yes, they're weaker because of injury and they're getting old. But what do you think, Juan? Lakers, what do you give them a chance making it? I'll give Western Conference Finals because it's crazy.
Yeah, I think that's their ceiling, honestly, right now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think anybody. I think obviously the Thunder's better. And I think the Spurs could be better. The only thing that Spurs don't have is experience, and that goes a long way in the playoffs.
It does.
but
does.
they're going to get it this year.
And playing long minutes like Wemby, because it's midseason. Can Wemby play 40 minutes every? You know what I mean? Can he do that? You know what I mean? Because they load
exactly.
Quiet as kept. They load manage them a lot because they have a lot of good players.
Worst case scenario, the Spurs are going to be monsters next year.
The Spurs are crazy,
and the West is going to be even tougher. Like that's what it's looking like. Honestly.
Yeah, that's why it's like I'm not even excited. I love that we have a player where I could just be like, wow, every night. But the West looks spooky, like for the next 5 years, because Shea ain't going nowhere, Wemby ain't going nowhere. Exactly. I don't even think Jokic is going anywhere. Like Jokic is here.
It's gonna be forces to reckon with for a while for sure.
And Luka's one of them, so I'm excited.
Right, he is. That's true.
And if we could get off LeBron's contract and get like some more defense, like players that just focus on defense,
Yeah, for sure.
I think Luka is a force too. If we could keep Austin Reeves too, that's like he's like Kyrie. So it's like they made it to the finals.
Austin Reeves is that hard hat guy that's outdone himself and whatever. I really like him. I do.
I love Austin Reeves. Yeah, that's why I like the Lakers' future, but currently. It's too much going on at the top.
Not today. Yeah, but like you said, LeBron retires, and
we need sadly we need LeBron to get
a couple of nice pieces for him or whatever. Instead of him, I should say. But yeah, I don't know. But it's gonna be tough, man. There's a lot of talent up there. You got it.
Yep,
and we love Wembanyama, Shea, like you said, Jokic,
dude. Love the NBA right now. I love where the NBA is at. There's a lot of Ant-Man. Ant Edwards is balling. So, like, I can't wait to see what the playoffs look like, East and West, because, like, East has gotten really interesting as well with all the additions of Harden and Tatum. Can't wait. Juan, it's been a pleasure talking sports with you, football and basketball. Got to have you on soon.
Always appreciate the call. Always appreciate the call.
Oh yeah. You already. As soon as I seen Geno got traded back, I was like, "Oh, Juan, we doing this, bro." I put my green sweater on. I was like, "Let's go. It's time.
Go Jets.
Go Jets." Yo, anything to say to the fans before we get out of here, Juan?
Hit that like button and subscribe, man. Support the faithful fans.
Yeah, guys, I'm stepping my game up. My thumbnails are about to be super professional. Shh, watch out.
All right.
All right. Hey, y'all. Until next time on the Faithful Fan Show, you know where to find us. Heck yeah.
All right. You got a minute.
Rookie in the paint, going hard with the venom. Shot so much, man, I think I need a leg. Rookie in the paint, going hard with the venom. Shot so much, man, I think I need a leg. Animal, MC Cannibal, rap Hannibal. Here to change the game, mainframe, all y'all programmable. Coaching on tracks, balling like a paper like Phil. I'm on being if real, my rhymes convict and heal. A world blind, my lines a red pill, real. Ball like I've been here, rookie in his prime. Focus like Jordan the second time. Kobe in playoff times, you know believe when I drive. Call for it, Kelly go in the Blizo spit. Auto like free throws by Ito. Circle loose stroke magic.